Hi, I'm Isaac from Isaac Builds Things, and in this video we're going to be checking out how I incorporate the Domus Line Flexi LED strips into a custom wardrobe. So the parts that we need for this project are the LED strips themselves, a driver that is capable of driving the amount of strips that we're using, and then something to switch on the LEDs. You can just power these on at the wall, but for this project I'm going to be using a PIR sensor. So I've got the sensor and a module that plugs into the driver. So on the X driver itself, it's got a space for the module. So this is a placeholder. And then we've got the CM1 XD module. So we're going to carefully insert the module into the slot and click it into place. So this is the PIR sensor. It needs to go into a hole that is 20 millimeters in diameter, at least 14 millimeters deep. And then the rest of the hole can be 10 millimeters diameter to just get the cable through and the connector through. The pink connector from the sensor goes into the side of the driver unit, and the white connectors from the LEDs go into the end of the driver. So to adjust the auto off or auto timeout feature on the sensor, we tap this button just under the logo on the driver, push it in twice, should be a blue flash. One blue flash is 16 seconds timeout, 2 blue flashes is 3 minutes, and 3 blue flashes is 10-minute timeout. So before installing the strips, we need to cut the line to length, and it can be cut at any of the lines in between the logos. Just know that it's no longer waterproof. So to install these Domus Line rubberized LED strip lights, we need to route a 6mm channel into our plywood. To do that, I've got my Makita laminate trimmer with a 6mm bit set to 6mm deep, and I've got a base on it that allows me to slide in the back of a Makita rail saw track, which gives me a nice straight line. I want to make sure we make a test piece to check that we've got the depth and the width right for the router. So we should be able to just push the LED strip into place and it should be nice and flush. So then when we're ready to install, we can peel the adhesive off the back, push it in, and that's installed. So I'm wanting to set my LED strip 50mm in from the front of the wardrobe, and then we've got to add on 60mm of offset for my specific router base. So I'm going to mount the track at 110mm from the front edge, and we'll get a perfectly straight 50mm offset. So to install these flexi LEDs, we're going to feed the connector up a 7mm hole that is above our 6mm slot. And then I'm going to pull the adhesive strip off and install it by just pushing it into place so it's nice and flush. So to install the PIR sensor, we want to feed the connector through the 20mm hole and then push it firmly into place. So we push it firmly into place, folding these wings in as we go. And it mounts nice and flush. So we wanted the lights to be activated when we walk into the room but not past the room. So with some testing, I decided to put the sensor 200mm back from the door edge and about 70mm off the wall. And that seemed to be about right for activating just when you walk into the room. So in theory, I should walk in and voila, they're on. So these lights also look great installed on top of the wardrobe facing the ceiling, but here's the finished result for this wardrobe with the Domus Line Flexi LED lights installed.